So now that the bar is all in there, welded and finished, I need to go ahead and pull the engine out so I can get everything all taken care of. There is some stressed metal in here all over that needs hammered and hit, and things need addressed. So yes, the engine bay will probably get another fresh coat of paint like always, and we're just gonna have to clean up and get in there and take care of stuff. Probably gonna end up doing another valve cover because this one still just keeps leaking. We got those pieces, those crushed sleeves that are supposed to fix the piece, and it's still just by the end of 6 week, I went through both of the crushed sleeves that I had gotten, and I had a rag back on it. So we just need to get the new valve cover fixed, taken care of, and keep pushing forward. The turbo does sit slightly different with how everything is. You know, it might have, see, what we did when we were bending everything is we set the height for this side right here, boop boop, and then we bent everything until this side matched, so both sides are matching. But to get the intercooler level with the weight plate, I had to loosen this V-band here and turn the turbo slightly, so you could see it is slightly angled up now, just barely. And our exhaust will need pie cuts and modified slightly, just a little bit, but everything sits, look at that, flat. That is not from the wreck, that's actually from the winch cable. When the car had no suspension, it was balanced and the cable made its way under the intercooler. But that is all in the beauty plate, it's not even in the first row. So the intercooler still do good. I need to get a little fin tool and clean up some of these, but other than that, this thing is killer, rocks. I'm super excited. The boost pipe and everything still looks like it's gonna fit, same length, nothing really, it didn't move at all side to side like clearances. It looks like when the wreck happened, it did bounce up and maybe hit on the corner here, like with the force of everything, but now it's back down on, I mean, it's got a ½ inch gap between there, and it looks really good. We're still gonna plate up the front of these and add a little bit of bars down to there. Yeah, I'm really excited. Things are coming along really well. So we're gonna go ahead and blast this engine out and get this thing taken care of, as well as Jake's. I've got it all done. We could probably start it right now, but we haven't yet. I've got oil, coolant, everything in it, but we're gonna cut the hole for the exhaust and mount the hood pins, and then the car is really pretty much done, besides tires. He's got a whole set of tires over there we need to change out, and it's gonna be sick. This thing's all-wheel drive now with an Albin's gear set, a CRV diff, and a wagon viscous coupler. So it's cool, super cool stuff. Full S1Built kit and the S1Built lockers in the CRV diff. So really excited to see how he does. He's gonna be down there at TX2K. All right guys, so everything's pretty much already done. I need to unplug some plugs like the injectors, the coils, little bits here and there. VTEC's already unplugged, TPS is already in, so it's coming out already. I need to do fuel lines, plugs, engine mounts. The radius rods and everything on the bottom can stay because the engine comes up and just right out the center like you guys saw us do on 6 week. We're not gonna lift it this time. I will use the engine hoist. Makes it a lot easier. But so shift cables, coolant lines, fuel lines, plugs, little stuff, vacuum lines should all be undone except for the map sensor on the underneath of the intake manifold here, throttle cable, slave cylinder, just little stuff, and then we'll get the engine out. And I would like to go through it, check it, make sure. I know the rod bearings are good because I just threw those in there. They're good, but I know I probably need some mains. Mains go out way before rods on an H series. We just did the rods because of the 121 high rev could have pitted the bearings or anything when the rod came around. So change those out. We're getting this thing taken care of and dialed in. I would really like to just fine tune it, man, get it dialed in. So we're gonna go in deeper. All right, so I got everything unplugged there. That's the whole harness. Shifter cables, I got to undo the nuts. Got to take off the feet, the breather hoses, fuel lines. I got the coolant lines all off. So just those fuel lines and breather hoses and shift cables. Then the engine mounts, and this sucker will come right out the front here. And we'll be able to actually see what the engine bay looks like on the inside. All right, so we got everything unhooked and undone. Chains on there now. We have the blanket over the valve cover. We're gonna go ahead and get this guy out of there. Just need to undo the engine mounts and she'll come right out the front. All right, guys, so we're in here, and so I need to go ahead, hammer this spot, and release all the stress in this metal here. Hammer right here. So I already had a few holes and things from me grinding and doing the bay in here, and just really like junk, because when I learned and shaved the bay, it was bad. So there's already like kind of some holes and stuff in here, and that's why this cracked and tore up really bad, because there was like little pinholes all over in there. So we got cracks here in the bondo and stuff, of course. That's gonna happen, but other than that, this tear down here is really our biggest issue. So we'll go ahead and hammer and stress relieve all the metal and clean everything up so Jordan can get this thing all welded and reinforced again. So we got some things to fix, but thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe down below. This is GoofyBuilt, and peace out, guys.